Hey guys, Leonix here with SK Gaming, and I'm joined by Balls after your sweet, sweet victory. How do you feel about that game?
I feel very good about that game. I think we played that really decisive and clean, quick game.
Clean, quick game. I know that you pulled out the Maokai. That's pretty much a standard pick now these days. But what I really want to know, who was the brains behind Meteos's Nidalee? Was that Lemonation? Was that a collective group kind of thing?
Well, Nidalee just got buffed, so everyone else started playing her. Her jungle clear speed became a lot faster since the monsters could be hunted. So it was just obvious that since Nidalee was already a really strong champion in solo queue, and her spears can win or change a fight, that she was going to be picked up. And we saw her become really strong, so we tried her out and worked in some comps. And since Jarvan had no flash, it just snowballed.
All right, so you guys are kind of getting back in a groove. You had a little rough start in the beginning of LCS. Is this kind of you leveling out now, reclaiming your dominance, especially for you in the top lane?
Yeah, I mean, we had a pretty bad start, but I think we're going to be able to start picking it up because we also trying a lot harder. We're practicing harder, analyzing replays, and figuring out what we did wrong. And now we're improving a lot better. I think we might be able to catch back up.
Is that primarily just Meteos sticking with his plan and just kind of applying pressure to that top lane, or is there a specific strategy that you guys are kind of aiming towards, or is it just same old Cloud9 strategy?
I think it's same old Cloud9 strategy. Meteos is just doing whatever he can, whichever lane that's vulnerable, he tries to gank or help out. And either my lane or mid lane or whichever lane, I think he just goes wherever he thinks is best.
All right, I talked to Meteos before, and he said that you guys kind of became complacent after San Jose. Is that the same deal with you?
I'd say after San Jose, I was pretty complacent because I thought we were by far one of the top 4 teams easily. But after playing in LCS the first few weeks, I knew that we were in a slump. We played a lot worse than we did before. And it just came out of habit of playing a lot of solo queue and not screaming a lot. Or trolling and scrims, I guess, that it picked up over to LCS. And I think we just have to be more serious about everything.
Okay, so now the introduction of coaches on the stage. Charlie's helping you out now that he's acting as your head coach, right? Has that been beneficial for you and your team? I know that back then when you guys didn't have a coach on stage with you guys, Lemonation did a lot of the picks and bans phase for you guys with, the Lemonation notebook. So is Charlie that big of a help? Do you feel like you're at a disadvantage now that other teams have coaches behind their back?
I don't really think it's a disadvantage, but it definitely helps the other team now that they can have coaches too. But having Charlie there with us just helps us remind what other things that Lemon may have forgot. So whatever he forgets, Charlie can remind us. And then whenever we have a comp, Charlie helps remind us what the comp can do and everything that can help us win.
So Cloud9 coming back into play. You are going to IEM World Championships because you qualified at San Jose. Any future aspirations for Cloud9 and you in the top lane?
Well, I'm looking forward to playing at IEM Katowice because all the international teams are going to be there. So it's going to be fun playing against the top Korean teams like GE, the top Chinese teams, I think EDG, and what's next? Snake?
Yeah.
One of those.
Well, GE Tigers or something like that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to playing against those teams and looking to see how far we can go.
I know this might be a little bit off topic. I personally want to ask this. I heard that Shiphtur and you are related in some form of fashion. I need to ask because I'm Vietnamese myself. Is this true?
Yeah, I mean, I didn't know at first when I played in the first LCS split that Shiphtur was my cousin, but I found out because my dad went to a wedding, a random wedding that I didn't know of, and it turned out that it was one of Shiphtur's family's wedding too. And he met Shiphtur there. So it's like, hey, and Shiphtur is your cousin? I'm like, what? And it was just like that.
Do you take it easy on him going against Dignitas today? Is that the case?
I don't think I go easy on anyone. Doesn't matter.
Fair enough. Any shout outs, plugins for your fans?
Thanks to all the fans that are still supporting us, even though we're in a slump right now. But I'm glad we still have true fans out there that's still supporting us.
All right. Inspiring words. If you want any more coverage just like this, be sure to check out SK Gaming on YouTube. Like, comment, subscribe, do whatever you need to do. Other than that, till next time, guys.